Hello, Dave here, back again with another video, another Spark video. It's still winter here, February, and I wanted to find some more places to fly the Spark. Last time I just flew it in my neighborhood here, so I was wanting to find something more interesting. All right, the first video is from a place not far from here. It's called Spyglass Hill. It's just a hill. A lot of condos are very similar to the condos that where I live, are on top of the hill. And on the other side of the street, it's right on a major road. The other side of the road is the shopping center. It's one of the large grocery stores in this area, Shaw's, and other stores. And while I had it up, I went to another mall across the street. As you can see, it's quite deserted, and that's because the two main stores in that mall are closed. There was a Blockbuster Video in one of the buildings, and the other main building was the Sears building, and both are vacant, and so is the parking lot. Now for the next video, this is actually a place I've gone to before, last fall when everything was still quite green. It's a dam and a waterfall and a river. But this time I'm focusing more on the town, the typical New England town in that area. There's a library there, there's a church, and a lot of white little buildings. So I think this time I got some pretty good video of those buildings, in addition to showing the waterfall and the river and the bridge there. We have one more video clip. This is another area. This is something I haven't shown before. But in driving around the area, I noticed up on a hill in the distance some new houses going up. They look quite dramatic. On top of this hill, right on cliff sides, they put these new homes up there. And so I wanted to find a way to get up there and shoot them. I had the Spark controller with an iPad mini, and I was up there. I wasn't too far away, but I lost sight of it. Unfortunately, with the Spark, sometimes it's pretty small, and I do lose sight of it sometimes, even though it's just a few hundred feet away. But I had lost sight of it, and at the same time that I lost sight of it, the battery on the iPad died, so I couldn't see where it was, and I panicked a little bit, and I could see that the green light on the controller was still on. So the controller was still in control of it, but I couldn't see it, so I didn't know which way to fly it. So I did press the return to home button, and I waited, and I didn't hear anything or see anything for a while, and I got panicked again, and I pushed it again, which was a big mistake because it takes a little while for the return to home to initiate and fly up and do all the things that it does, and it was actually doing it, but I pushed it again, which stopped the process. And so it just stopped and just hovered for quite a while, for maybe 5 minutes or so. And I really thought I had lost it. I thought it was gone, and I was going to get in my car and leave. But I just waited a little longer, and finally, I started to hear it. And fortunately, the return to home function kicked in when the battery was getting low, And it was a wonderful sight to see it heading back my way and descending right to where it took off. So that function, thank goodness for that function, or I probably would have, maybe I could have found it at some point, but it really wasn't too far away, but it scared the heck out of me. All right, I guess that will conclude the video I've got right now with my Spark, which I guess is kind of not the new thing anymore. I've been watching a lot of videos about the new DJI Mavic Air, and it looks quite good. Very tempting, but I'm pretty happy with the Spark and what it's doing, and I'm not a professional. I do this just for fun, and I still haven't really mastered the Spark. I'm still not really an expert pilot yet, so who knows, maybe eventually I will upgrade to something like the Mavic Air in the future, or Spark 2 or something. But I'm quite happy with the Spark and what I get with it, so I'll probably stick with it for a while longer anyway. Next time, the next video I do will probably be after we return from our trip to Florida, which will only be in 2 weeks' time. We'll be heading down to Florida, and I hope to use the Spark a little bit, and I might have other video too. Perhaps we'll go kayaking, and I'll have my GoPro with me, and we're hoping to see some manatees. That would be fun. And hopefully we'll have some good video for you. It might take several weeks. It might take a month before I'm able to put it together. But hopefully you'll come back then, and I'll have something interesting to show you.